Well, hello. Today is the last day for the ultimate raw vegan bundle. All raw, all new, all yours for only $50. For only $50. Link is in my bio. There's, I don't even know, I think 16 hours left or so to get it. So if you've been thinking about getting the bundle, please go grab it. We're going live today with Chris Kendall, and he's cool things you can make from it and chat about all kinds of stuff and answer your questions. So can't wait. Chris is amazing. Chris is amazing. Just waiting for him to join. Hey.
What's up? How you doing, Lissa? Good to see you. Peace,
Love
everyone.
it. Look, we've got that like peace vibes going on.
Oh yeah. Imagine all the people eating lots of fruit. Ooh.
I love it. Chris, you are epic. I can't say how much gratitude I have for you and for everything, who you are and what you do, your compassion, your love, your ambition. Just so grateful for you.
Love you too. Thank you so much for all you do, and this collaboration coming together and raising the fire up between all the people that don't want to put fire under their food and getting them to put their stuff out there. It's just a joy and a pleasure. It's so much fun and worth the sleepless nights, I tell you.
I know, it's crazy how much work goes into one of these bundles. And then during the bundle, like we all take the time off to be able to go live all the time and have like this festival. And it's so, I look forward to it every year, and I'm sad that today's the last day, but also happy to go back to regular schedule, but sad nonetheless.
I feel you entirely. I bet you we could power a small country with all the finger wiggling we've done over the last 8+ months of preparing for this, and all the contributors coming together and putting their heart and souls into it. It's a monumental effort, but it radiates out, and we're all filled with that passion and purpose to do it. So it's awesome. And sometimes we all need a kick in the butt. So that's what we've kind of done here, is kick each other in the butt and remind ourselves why we do this. And, and it's just so awesome. It's so awesome.
Truly is. And also, I like what you're saying, not putting the fire under our food, but putting the fire under our butts to create new stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's always nice to see, like, when you're following somebody that you really admire and you already have all their stuff, and they come out with something new and you're like, oh, that too, right? Because we're here to inspire, and people get bored, or, they've used the same recipe over, and well, that's cool, right?
Yeah.
It's great to eat what you love, but it's fun to like learn new things and also to find new people.
Yeah.
That's one of the coolest things about the bundle, is so many people, even just us creators, are finding friends within the bundle. So
who would have thought, 19 years later, I would have found the best wraps I've ever had in my freaking life, and changed the entire game, and you're so right, with so many people, so many creators in this bundle, anyone who takes part, anyone who's watching all the lives, anyone who grabs the bundle is going to be, exposed to so many different energies, so many different ways of seeing things, so many different flavors and flavor palettes and stuff like that, that you're sure to find people, books, recipes that you resonate 1,000% with and want to connect more with, and form lifelong bonds and connections and relationships with their food and their palate. But it's awesome. We're growing that community all together. Yeah,
we really are. And getting people to eat more raw in hand salads and stews. Yep. Bro, your stew book is so good. We made 3 of your stews. We made the Ethiopian lentil wat, the super stroganoff, and the Irish stew. All of them were next level.
Blessed. It's funny, I never thought about it, but some people said, like, I'm excited about your stews, but it's summertime, that's more fall. And I was like, well, I could have probably put out a better fall book, I could have just done like watermelon juice book, but instead stews was present, because I've been thinking about them all winter and figuring out what I wanted to do. And I'll admit, I'll pat myself a little bit. I feel pretty dang good about it. I kind of knocked it out of the park, I'm gonna encore. No, I'm just joking, but I think people will really enjoy it. And between our books and all the rest in the bundle, you're going to be easily able to find like 5, 10, 15, 20 new favorites, you know, that make this lifestyle so much easier because, you know, I like you know that we might get into some kind of cycles where we find, you know, like 5 recipes that we just love and they become our staples. But over time, it's nice to change it up and to bring in new stuff. And, you know, I think our books are really a testament to that because we're always reinventing and finding new ways to add in more variety and more flavors and more textures and all that fun stuff. So we just want to share that with the world. And it's a blessing to be able to do that and grow through doing that as well.
Yeah, I love that too. Yeah, for example, so this smoothie here.
Oh, I know it.
Yep, you know
You've had
it.
it a bunch, eh? It's ridiculous good, isn't it?
It is mind blowing. And you know, it's so crazy how like you wouldn't, I mean, you would think like you can really mix any fruits and stuff, but like when somebody comes up with their own combination that you look at it and you're like, why didn't I think of that?
Right. All pissed off, like screw them. No, I swear I did it first.
Oh my gosh. But like, you're like, wow, that is an epic combination. Yeah. And this is the dark pepper wine smoothie from Alana Jordan, who's in the bundle. Yeah. You guys click the link in either of our bios and go get it now because there's less than, I don't even know, 16 hours left to get it. Yeah. But yeah, go get it now.
It's less than 15 now. Yeah. And you know what's funny? I don't even like wine, to be honest. Like when I did my drinking, I didn't drink wine. But if wine tasted like this, because it does give you that flavor, but it's good. You know, so like if wine actually tasted like this, I'd probably still be drunk. No, I'm just joking, but it's but it's pretty ridiculous. It's like how wine really should taste, but it leaves you feeling great instead of, you know, not so great later in the next day.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Since we made it the first time, because we did what we ate in a day every day for 11 days, which was ridiculous, but it was delicious and so worth it.
Yeah.
And we made this smoothie and we were like, what?
So this is what I had for lunch every day.
Yeah. So we've made it. Now this is the 4th or 5th time that we've made it since then. We're just like, let's have that smoothie again. Because it's so cool to find new favorites. Like I never would have had that combination had we not done the bundle.
Yeah. And you know what I love about it as well is like, it could be a pretty dang perfect backup smoothie. Like it's pretty calorically rich. It's super nutrient dense. And it's with ingredients that you don't have to wait to ripen. So you can have them on hand at any time. And then when your bananas aren't ripe or, you know, oh my God, you didn't find mangoes. Well, guess what? I can have some freaking chilled wine and it's ridiculous.
Exactly. I love that. Good point. Because
smoothies
it's a great idea to have like a plethora of recipes that you can fall back on to be successful.
Yeah. And just like with your book, you know, one day a week you can make, you know, whatever, 5, 6, 7 wraps, and then bam, you got wraps every single day. Just like, I don't feel like making something. Oh, I can chop up a salad. What? And then all of a sudden it's a hand salad.
Exactly. And we were joking how we could make it a stew hand salad or a hand stew. A hand
guaranteed. Stew. I mean, I didn't want to say anything, but my next book is actually hand stews. And I strangely enough, I think I have like 33 different wraps for it. I'm pretty damn stoked. The pictures, they look a little bit off for my style, but I think that they'll go good into my book. It's going to be amazing.
Oh my God, you're awesome. Hand stews, everybody. Get the bundle so you can make some hand stews.
Yeah, because you don't want a hand stew without a wrap because then it just leaks down your arm.
Right? Oh, that's the worst. Yeah, when you're washing your face and it's like drizzling down, and you're like, ugh.
That's because I sometimes I make I'll admit I make nori hand stews. You know, like I just take a nori and wrap my stew up. But sometimes I get arm stew as well, and I think your wraps will solve that problem.
Right? Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. You could even put a sheet of nori in between too for extra protection.
Yeah, we all need extra protection these days. It's kind of crazy out there.
Right? Oh my God. Yeah, this bundle has been amazing, and all the recipes, like we made almost 50 recipes from the bundle, and we found some new favorites. Like some of our favorites would be like the penne al arrabbiata.
I gotta try that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lena knocked it out of the park with her next level pastas in there. I have a couple on my list I'm gonna check off.
Nice. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah. What else did you enjoy most about the bundle?
You know, I
Like,
made, I mean, truthfully, without getting into recipes, which I will, I'm going to. I'm just gotta like think of all of them. But for me, honestly, it's been the connection. It's been the lives. It's been, like the community coming together to spread this message and to, push ourselves a little bit, get out of our comfort zone and do it. And, it's been a long winter here. I've had a lot of stuff going on. And between that and work and stuff, I was starting to feel just a little bit kind of like, just a little bit kind of worn thin. And coming together with everyone, I just feel completely enlivened. Passion is like doubled up, and I'm just excited to create more and to connect with people more and do more of these lives. I'm committing. Oh gosh, I'm saying this out loud. This is dangerous. I'm committing to one live a month. That's very little. It's nothing, but it's always about baby steps, And it's like, I know if I at least do one a month, I'll probably do more than that some months, right? So so I'm going to do that. But as far as the recipes, I mean, that wine, the black pepper wine, was ridiculous. I really also loved the manicottis. Those were super, super good. Yeah, I mean, different combinations, different ingredients, different foods that I'm not necessarily using in my normal repertoire. And then all of a sudden it's like, hey, these would be kind of nice to usher in there a little bit more, like ridiculous delicious. And then it sparks, hey, what else can I do with this? And, ooh, do I have to credit? No, I'm just joking. But, and I mean, I just had Emma's pad thai last night, which was quite tantalizing. It was very, very delicious as well. And I got my eye on a bunch. And I mean, I don't want to stroke your ego too much, but your wrap was freaking ridiculous. And I'll definitely be making a bunch more of those as well. They're super good. But I don't know, tonight I'm going to be making Debbie's chocolate cream pies, which I know myself and a bunch of other people I know have been eyeing up and thinking about. And tonight I'll be making my lentil wat stew, and I'll admit that's probably maybe my favorite. Like, it's in my top 5 from my book. Because I love Ethiopian and Beréberes spice. Oh my God, it's so nice.
oh my gosh. So that spice, I never had that spice ever before in my entire life.
Yeah.
Ever. And you use it, and Daniel uses it in his book. So there is Beréberes spice in the bundle. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to try some. So I bought a salt-free version off Amazon.
Yeah.
And it's officially my new favorite spice.
Yeah.
Seriously. And you showed me that big giant bag you got. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I got a kilo of it. And I'm gonna put someone on fire right now. I told you this behind the scenes, who I heard Berber from, and it wasn't somebody that I would have thought I would have heard Berber from, but it was honestly nearly a decade ago on the Mango Retreat out in Costa Rica that was put on together by my good friend Jake Ironmonger and Grant Campbell, and he was the original. Oh my God, have you ever tried Beréberes? It's amazing. And once I tried it, I was like, this is the best. But the lazy one in me has rarely ordered it. I'm just like, when I find it somewhere, I buy it. So I've went years without it. And then when I have it, I usually buy a bunch because it's kind of hard to find unless you're clever and you think outside of the box of your physical reality and you go online, which, yeah, that's pretty scary that it took me that long. I've been a couple of years without it, but it's so damn good.
Oh my gosh, right? Someone's asking what it tastes like. You know what? It's kind of threefold.
Yeah.
I'd say it's threefold for me.
Yeah.
It's got that cinnamon clovey spice there, and then it moves into like a curry fenugreek kind of flavor, and then it's got the chili spice of it.
Yeah.
Would you describe it like that, or?
Yeah, absolutely. I would describe it as a bit of a kick in your face, but a happiness on your mouth. It's just like you're getting kicked and smiling, and you're like, yes, I love this. It's like, it's just so damn tasty. I don't know. I find myself wanting to put it in many dishes. Like when I was making the pad thai yesterday, I was like, if I used Berber in here instead of the spice she said to use, she probably wouldn't notice. But I didn't Berber my pad thai because that would be a Berber thai. I don't know. Hey, I came up with a new word, and I'm really excited because I'll say I've come up with a couple fun words that have caught on, and I want this one to catch on because it's a lot of fun. Okay, you all know, or I'll ask you the question I asked two ladies that I was talking to. Are you a Koodle girl or a Zoodle girl?
I'm a Koodle girl.
You're a Koodle girl. See, I'm a Zoodle, but actually I have another noodle beyond Koodle
Beyond.
and Zoodle, and it is called Napa Doodle, and it's just Napa cabbage sliced thinly into noodles, and that's my go-to noodle. That's my number one noodle, but I never had a name for it before. I was just like Napa cabbage noodles, but it's like it's definitely Napa Doodle, and I want to
Napa
see
Doodle.
people run with Napa Doodle and get all over the Napa Doodle train because
All right, let's
that
tag it, bro.
But
Napa
hashtag
Doodle.
Napa Doodle. I mean, Napa is so inexpensive. It's a cruciferous, but it doesn't, it's like not as hardy as cabbage, but it's super nutrient dense.
Mhm.
And of all the grains, it's one of the ones that I consistently find around 99 cents to $1.19 per pound instead of like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bucks per pound for a lot of different ones. So Napa Doodle.
Napa Doodle. Napa Doodle.
Napa Doodle. I mean, a Napa Doodle wrap. Ooh, Napa Doodle Berber wrap. Oh God, we just created a
Oh,
whole new book.
man. Bro. Wrap hand salads part 2.
Oh, oh, Shizer. Yeah. Is it still swearing when it's in another language? Probably. Hey.
Napa Doodle. Yeah, we like write that recipe and like dedicate it. Be like make the Napa Doodle mix.
Yeah.
Dedication to Chris.
Oh, one thing that's fun too, just so people know, Berber, back to Berber. Napa Doodle to Berber, back to back, back. But I actually have a Berber recipe just for the spice mix in my stew book. So if you can't find it, then you can make some Napa cabbage. No, you don't make the Napa Doodle. You make your own Berber. And I'll be going over this in my live on Chef AJ at 2 p.m. PST as well, going into the Ethiopian lentil wat and some Beréberes.
Very, very cool. I know I saw that and I was like, I could make it. I had already ordered some and then I was like scrolling through and I'm like, oh, there's a recipe for it. I could make it myself. But I also didn't have a couple of the things in there. So I was kind of glad I got the spice coming. But yeah, I want to make your recipe and I want to try different Burberries too. And there's there's got to be places here in Vegas that have ethnic spice places. So
For sure.
I'm going to venture around and find some new favorites and that definitely make some new recipes because that's a cool thing too, right? You find new spices, new recipes, new ideas, and then you get creative on your own and you can create all kinds of stuff.
Absolutely. That's what we're definitely trying to champion, not necessarily being like, you will make my recipe and it will be exact, and if you don't, you failed. It's like, no, these are things to play with, right? Like, enjoy them, make them your own. Maybe try them the first time, making it as exact as you can to see if you like it, but otherwise play with it. If Berber's too spicy, well then, get something else or make a Berber without the cayenne pepper. You can make it yourself, right? And I think that's just the fun of raw recipes is even if you do try and make it exact, it's going to be a little bit different every single time, and you can really adapt it to your flavors and tastes. This is just, guidebooks for people.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So how would you say, say someone buys the bundle right now, you guys go get the bundle because it's over today. Yeah. Link in our bios.
Yes.
So once they buy that, what would you say would be the top steps?
Well, probably I would say the top step would be to go to Cravings Buster Sweet and Savory Stews. Check it all out and then go to the last page where it has my pizza book. Go directly there and then book. No, I'm just joking. But what I would say instead is to look over the whole list. I mean, you may want to just immediately download it all to your Dropbox or just download them all onto your computer. Make sure that you save them and put them in a place that you can, email them to yourself. You can transfer them to your iPhone, your iPad, your dog's iPad if he has one. And then just kind of look over them and look what jumps out. Just find one or two that really jump out and start there. Just dive into one or two and, kind of go at your own pace with it. I had some people messaging me kind of being overwhelmed and saying I don't know, this is just way too much. I don't even know where to start. And I told them, yeah, just calm down. It's no big deal. Just start with one, and they're like, hey, you're right. This is a marathon. It's not a race. I don't have to get through every single book in the first week. It's like, yeah, you can put them on your calendar just 1 week and check it out and try a couple recipes and boom,
Exactly. Yeah. Totally true. And you know what? My mom, who's also in the bundle, you guys, my mom has her ebook called My Gentle Kitchen. She just turned 65 and she has grown so much as just as her daughter. I've watched her blossom into, she told me that being part of the bundle changed her life. And I'm like, you're my mom. Like, your life is already supposed to be, you know, whatever. But it's crazy how, like, no matter how old we are, we can always evolve and change and be better and change our lives, no matter what age we are. So she's like, it changed my life because she was feeling kind of like you, like lots going on. She was feeling a little low. She was also not feeling purpose. Like she was just kind of like crocheting every day, just, you know, the same old, boring. And I invited her to the bundle because she's always been an amazing chef and she loves to create raw food and she eats a lot of raw food. So I was like, Mom, would you like to be in the bundle? It has to be oil-free, it has to be vegan, obviously, and it has to be raw. And I'm like, would you want to? And she was kind of a little nervous about it at first because it's a lot to take on, do something like that. But, you know, I helped her out and she just blossomed. She just became this like social media, like she's been promoting, she's been going live and she's like full of energy and happiness. And it's just been so beautiful to see her like embracing this side of herself and finding purpose and finding friends, like connecting with everybody and just feeling so good. So I don't know why I brought my mom up
because she's freaking awesome and she made you, so she's obviously super good, you know. So and I went live with her and we made her king of kale chips recipe and I shared them with actually 2 friends and we all exclaimed they're definitely the best kale chips we've ever had. No word of a lie, ridiculously tasty. And her book is just amazing. Yeah, like I said, she's just a sweetheart. It's so awesome to see her stretching her comfort zone. And as you said, being emblazoned with even more purpose and connection with everyone in the scene. It's awesome. It was fun seeing you guys together. I seen you in some live as well. So it's awesome.
Yeah, that was so awesome. Oh, I remember why now. So I brought her up because she said, she was like, okay, so the bundle's $50, right? Yeah. You pay $50, which is more than, I mean, it's about the same amount you'd spend for one nice meal at a raw restaurant anyways. So
I spend 100 when I go because I eat 4 entrees.
Me too.
I always try. I'm like, I'm going to be so smart. I'm going to eat like a giant bag of X, Y, or Z, you know, like mandarins or peaches or whatever first. So I'm so full. And then I get there and I'm like, well, that looks good. That looks interesting. I'm never coming back here again. And then before you know it, I don't have a wallet and my stomach hurts.
Right. I know. It's so funny how that is, right? But it's easy to spend $50 on a restaurant meal or whatever. But she's like, it's $50 and you're getting 40 things. Yeah. So if you think about it, if you opened one new thing every single Sunday, it's less than $1.
Yeah.
Or just over $1 or something like that. It's like, why wouldn't you get the bundle? And then every week you have something new to open. And really, I really highly encourage people, if you bought the bundle, because I know people said they bought the bundle for my Raps book, or they buy the bundle for your stew book, or they buy the bundle for someone else's book because they follow them. I highly encourage absolutely everybody who buys the bundle to open every ebook and give it the love it deserves, because people created these for you and they put so much of themselves into it. Just like absorb their words, hear their story, make a recipe or 2 from their ebook and learn from them, because that's how we grow. We learn from each other. So I highly recommend open the books, even if you don't think you would really enjoy it or whatever, just open it anyways and give that person homage.
Yeah, 110%. And even beyond the books, all the courses and video series and stuff like that. It's like, I'm excited. It's kind of funny. And I mean, I probably could have made it happen, but I wanted to be in the right space. When I started the bundle, the day before I signed up for both yoga classes, and I did one, and I've been getting the emails and it's been crazy, but as soon as this is done, I'm like, I'm diving right back into that and getting into the series with Ashtanga and even more yin. And, you know, this is the crazy time right now where it's like, oh my God, there's so much stuff, it's so good. But in the time after that, we can really take our time and go at our own pace and enjoy all the offerings, because you're so right. It's like everyone has a little bit of a different edge and angle, and, you know, we learn so much more from trying on those things, you know, running those experiments and seeing what resonates and works for us.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah, there's a comment in the chat that says, I bought it for a couple specific books And
Yeah.
I've been super impressed by the quality of the other books. Super happy with the purchase. Thank you so much for saying that. And truly, I mean, personally, I think this bundle is the best raw bundle that we've had,
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah, no, I
mean,
think
I
so
might
too.
survive. Yeah?
Yeah. No, I think so too. It's the collection is really diverse, you know, like it's not just raw recipes, but there is tons. I mean, like well over 400 raw recipes, right? And they vary from really simple to more fancy. And then there's really good hold on fitness and on yoga and on mindset and on nutritional information and on abundance and on, you know, creating your own dream life through being of service. And it's like, yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, definitely my favorite bundle. And I'm so happy that everybody put so much work into their
Yeah.
products. Like they're not just kind of thrown together. There's
No.
like their thought put into everything. And this is the only day that anyone can get the bundle. This is the last day. And someone says, I'm tech savvy or maybe not tech savvy. The bundle is user friendly. And yeah, we tried to make it as user friendly as possible.
Yeah.
There are a mix of ebooks and PDFs for courses. So make sure I had a couple people say like, how do I get access to the video courses? All you have to do is open the PDF and then just follow the instructions and you'll have access to the videos.
Yeah, absolutely. The only thing that I did notice some people have trouble with that as well is if they sign up to two back-to-back courses that are the same thing, you want to make sure that you have that course platform open in another window, and then it'll automatically sign you in and add your courses to your page, and then you can access everything and enjoy all of it. And some of the courses have PDFs in there too, so it's like a book and the whole course with the video series and, you know, connection with them on a deeper level as well. So it's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely awesome. I'm excited to start diving in to more stuff because like I said, we made like almost 50, but we have so many more that we want to make. Like we just didn't have enough time. We were so busy. We want to make your spring rolls from the group collaboration ebook.
Excited to hear
also,
what you think.
Yep, I was like, I want to make them, but I just don't have time. But we're gonna make those next, and we're gonna make the durian brownies from Lindsay. Did you make those?
But I'm going to. They're definitely on my list. I think actually I have some freeze-dried durian coming. I was looking for it. I didn't find it here yet, but I have some coming.
Nice.
And I did have raw chef Yin's durian cookies, and they're ridiculous. Like they're super good. I've had to fight myself to not eat them all because I promised some to some people. So yeah, there's so many ridiculous flavors. And I mean, durian, yeah, everyone needs some durian in their life, and I think the bundle should always have at least durian in it somewhere. And yeah, maybe durian stew. What durian hand salad?
A durian hands? You could probably make a really decent wrap with durian.
Yeah,
like
I bet
the actual wrapper.
Oh yeah, I bet you. And you know what's kind of crazy? This is a little bit of an offbeat story, but I was living, well, when you travel somewhere for 3 months, can you consider that living? Maybe.
Yeah, I think it's.
when I was vacationing in Bali, I went up to a place called Lewis, which is like apparently kind of more of a durian capital of that area, and I bought the biggest durian I could find because I thought bigger is better. You know, I've been told that my whole life, but I grabbed it, I brought it home, and I let it ripen. I was hoping that it'd ripen more. It was picked too early, and in fact, it never did. And I opened it up, and it was just like decent texture, but like no sweet flavor. It was just slightly oniony and just the hint of sweetness. And I knew I could eat it, but it wouldn't be super enjoyable. So instead, I turned the durian into a curry, and I used the durian pulp to actually make the base of the curry. And it was insane. So like a durian curry wrap. Ooh, be nice.
We've got the Napa Doodle Burberry wrap.
Yeah.
And the durian curry wrap. I hear a hand salad too happening.
Yeah, no doubt. This is awesome.
Because honestly, remember when we were messaging before the bundle, and I was like, "Bro, I have like 140 recipes." I wanted to make so many, but I didn't have enough time before the bundle too. So I mean, hey, there's always room for a hand salads too. So
Well, I got to tell you, listen, maybe Nate told you this, but when you first told me that you're making a rap book, I was like, crazy, that'll be fun. Like, yeah, maybe she'll make like 20, 25 rap recipes, like just the rap. And then it's like, no, it's like 30 plus wrap, filling, sauces, extra, like, extras and like ferments and like a whole bunch of stuff. It's like, holy crap. Like, it's ridiculous. And all of them are freaking different. It's not like 3 wraps and then 50 salads, it's like 33 wraps, is it?
yeah.
Yeah.
30, there's actually 34, because at the very end, I was just like, because I go online for inspiration, I'll just like type in like wrap ideas or whatever, or dessert ideas if I want to do a dessert book.
Cheater.
I just look like, I look for like, Pinterest. What are people eating these days, right? Because like we eat fruits and veggies, so I don't like go, what's a crunch wrap? I don't know let me see what's a crunch wrap, right? So I'm looking around and I stumbled upon the Halifax Donair, and
I want
we're both
that.
from Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're both from Canada, and it's a Canadian creation from a guy from Greece who came over in the 70s, and he settled in Halifax, and he created the Halifax Donair. So I was like, I remember like years ago somebody saying like, it'd be so cool if you had a Donair, and I was like, maybe one day, right? And here it is. So that's the 34th recipe.
That Donair one, and also the Philly one, the Philly cheese steak. There's so many in there, that I want to make, and they're old kind of like in the back of the brain favorites and stuff like that too. And I'm dang excited. It's funny getting inspiration from other people and from cooked food sources and stuff. Years ago I made my first pizza crust, which is like a noodle-based pizza crust I'd never seen, but I did see somewhere before that someone making a pizza crust out of spaghetti, like actual cooked spaghetti, and I was like, that's interesting. So then I adopted it into raw food, and it worked out, and found out that even though I never really liked Hawaiian pizza when it was cooked, I did love it when it was raw. And a funny thing, when you're talking about the Greek dude coming over and bringing that to Canada, did you know that Hawaiian pizza was invented in Canada?
You know what? I think maybe Daniel said it, or maybe you. I don't remember.
I said it in one live, but I didn't know if you're listening to me.
It's from where? What's the history of it?
So apparently, someone in Canada made it. I did know the history a little bit more, but I don't remember. It was years ago that I found that out. But as I understand it, it was just somebody in Canada, like a pizza place, making some recipes, and they thought like, what kind of recipes can we make? And like, well, we should make a Hawaiian one, and pineapple and bacon or pork. It's ham, very classic kind of combinations in Hawaii. So they just gain that inspiration and put it in there.
Yeah, my mom says Daniel said it. So you probably learned it from him, and I read it from him.
Oh no, I knew it way before him.
Yeah.
This is bull crap. I invented. I mean, I knew it a long time ago.
You invented the knowledge before.
I invented the word, and then the word was Nah, never mind. That's going nowhere.
Oh, that's hilarious. But that's cool. Yeah, like the Canadian, we got the Halifax Donair and the pineapple pizza.
And
now
poutine.
I was just going to say, we need to figure out a way to make raw poutine.
I've made okay poutine. There's a bunch of recipes like that I've played with that I'm not satisfied enough with to even share to the light of day. And they're okay. They're okay, but like I want it to be freaking good. And it's tough. Like poutine's a pretty tough one. I mean, mushroom gravy, that's easy, and you can make some pretty decent matzahs and stuff. And I have an avocado fry that is really, really tasty, but avocado fry with mushroom gravy and nut cheese on top is also a pretty heavy one. I mean, I could make that, but I want to try and figure out a lower fat one. And if I don't, then somebody else definitely will. And if someone makes a higher fat one, or if I accidentally do, I'll eat the heck out of it. But
right. I was actually thinking, because we have the freeze dryer. So the freeze dryer makes some pretty cool textures.
You can make some fries out of that for sure. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh gosh, just the chips and stuff. I know you guys are talking about maybe something down the line, hey, for some kind of a, yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
We're actually thinking of making, because like every bundle's brand new, and so this bundle's over today,
Yeah.
and then the next raw bundle won't happen until 2024. But I was thinking, like, I'm hemming and hawing with some stuff, and we've talked about making a backpacking ebook, and like hands up in the chat if you guys want like a backpacking, hiking, traveling.
I see some
kind of
people crying. I see people crying. What are people crying for? Yeah, jicama would be pretty damn good for poutine. I bet you jicama sticks freeze dried would probably be pretty damn good.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because we went to LA with John like a couple months ago, and they were selling cases. They were like 20-pound cases of jicama for $5.
Yeah.
They weren't like the best quality, but they were still organic, and they just had like a little freezer. So we're like, whatever. So we made some freeze dried jicama sticks, and I was like, if you reconstituted those, they would be like fries.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Time will tell. I smell some inspiration and some exploration down the road.
Yeah. Maybe we could do a poutine wrap.
That'd be amazing. Yep. That'd be damn good. That'd be good.
Controller wraps, yeah. Yeah, and the backpacking book. Another thing too, I was thinking, like, if I didn't do a hand salad too, and I did the backpacking book, I could put wrap recipes in the backpacking book, because wraps are epic things to take traveling. Like, you can wrap them up and take them on the airplane.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And they won't know any the better. Yeah.
Yep.
Have all the sauces in there and everything. And knowing you, Lissa, I think you're gonna have that wrap book to another one, and maybe another.
I know. I'm gonna have 4 books new in the bundle.
It's awesome. It's ridiculous and ever inspiring. 110.
Thanks. Yeah, it's fun. I mean, when it's something you want to share, and we love the bundle because it helps us to create. I just overcreate.
No, I don't think it's over creating at all. I think it's amazing. Honestly, no, it's inspiring and mind-blowing and delicious every single time. So it's awesome.
Thanks. Yeah, like you, I have an endless list of things that I want to make one day. And yeah, just like so many ideas. I'm really excited for the future. I'm excited for future bundles. Yeah. But yeah, this bundle is
it's getting close.
Gone.
It's close. Yeah, we're rounding up to 14 hours, almost 14 hours and 15 minutes, and it's gone, and never to be repeated. We're talking about there's going to be some future stuff, but this collection will never be repeated. And then also there's the group appetizers book, which is ridiculous, over 40 recipes in there, and those won't be sold at all outside of this. Like, it's only on the black market in my secret section of my website that you have to knock 3 times to get to. But no, it's only sold in this individual bundle right here. So you'll be one of the few that can make these super high caliber appetizers for people. And when they ask you where you got it from, you say it's secret. I can't even tell you. If you didn't buy the bundle, you will never see these recipes unless I create them for you.
I love it. And then next year we will do an entirely different theme. And I'm like already thinking about like what could be the theme next year, because every year we do a special, it's like a collector's edition. So people are like, every year you can collect these group collaboration ebooks. We had a holiday favorites, we had a potluck one. This is the appetizer, and next year it'll be a new theme. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be fun.
Napadoodle wrap.
Napadoodle wrap. Oh, I love it. Mm-hmm. So
Napadoodle appetizer. No, my brain is starting to get tired. I tell you, Lissa, it's been a long road here, but yeah, it's just so freaking amazing to come together with everyone and to share all this knowledge and all these delicious tastes, and the community rising up together with all these lives is awesome. Going on Instagram and seeing like boop, 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 and like knowing each and every one is an inspired conversation that is going to help change people's lives. So, irregardless if people get the bundle, which I think is crazy if they don't, there's just so much coming together. And I really think that this is, going to make a big difference in people's lives.
Yeah, exactly. I know. I love that. And I'm hoping that after the bundle's over, again, Like 14 hours left to get it, guys. Link in bio. After the bundle, I'm probably going to work with Miriam, and we're going to get links to all the lives that we did, so people can go back to the website, click on the live event schedule, and they can rewatch the content if they missed something. Yes, you can't get the bundle, but at least you can absorb some of the information, because everybody shared gold these last 11 days.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely awesome. I've had a few people asking that too, and I've been like, well, I'm trying to put everything I do on YouTube so that it makes it at least easier for my talks, but coming together and gathering that up with everyone is going to be a game changer for people, because, you know, just the lives, realistically, that could be like a $50 to $100 paid event, you know, and it's just complimentary with the bundle because we're all so damn excited. And, you know, it's been a year for some of us to actually do lives and really connect and to go into it. And then also we're meeting some new people that we haven't really had these deep conversations with, right? And so it's awesome. That's going to be amazing. So that'll be put up on the live site after the bundle's over. Hey.
Yeah, it might take a week or two. Just because we've got a lot of like housekeeping to do. We're like cleaning up after the party.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I haven't vacuumed or done anything here. You know, the cat litter box is completely full, and Snooter's really sad, but it's been worth it. No, she's not sad at all. I've been cleaning it, but I need to sweep around here a little bit.
Yeah, our kitchen is a mess. And I'm glad that we had the wraps, because that saved us for like actually eating between the lives. We're like, oh, we made the wraps last night. And we're going to be wrapping wraps. So Chris, you're going to be on Chef AJ. Chris, you're going to be on Chef AJ at 2, right?
Yes. So in 1 hour and 13 minutes, I'm going to be live from my kitchen with Debbie making those chocolate cream pies. And then at 2 p.m. PST, I'll be with Chef AJ on her channel. So that's on her Instagram or YouTube channel, Chef AJ Live, and be making that spicy Berber, that lentil wat, Ethiopian lentil wat. So I'm really excited. The only thing that actually doesn't make me sad at all, makes me feel incongruent and like a bad raw foodie is, you know, that's like 11 p.m. for me is when I'm starting. So I'll be done by midnight, and then it's dinner time.
I know, right? Oh my gosh, our sleep schedule. So you know that we're like we're sleep geeks.
Yeah.
Like we're like in bed by like 9:30.
Yeah.
Or 8:30 on some nights. And I've been going to bed at like midnight 1, and I'm like, what? It's really interesting because like even if you're eating like how you normally eat, as soon as that sleep is off, it's like
it makes a big difference. And I'm a little bit amazed that I'm still coherent, to be honest, and that I can string together some words and make a couple jokes, because I'll admit my sleep schedule isn't quite as natural, I'll say, as yours. I have before the bundle been going to bed after midnight fairly often, but I love sleep in mornings, and I blackout curtain my room, and like I sleep until I want to. Like I live by the adage, you know, if you'd rather roll over than roll out of bed, I always roll over and just like chill out, you know. And so before the bundle, I was getting anywhere from minimum like 7.5, 8 hours of sleep every night up to like 9 and sometimes 10 hours. I had one day where I slept 13 hours, but it was like a crazy busy week when I was doing a bunch of stuff. But anyways, all this to say, it's silly. I think I've told you, I've been up to 4 a.m. every single night of the bundle, and most mornings waking up at 9 because the blackout curtain is up, you know, and the sun shines right on me. So I wake up with my Snooter girl just in the sun, like just stretching, and I'm like, yes. And then I'm like, all right, I'm getting to it. But I'm excited to sleep a little bit more, and I feel really blessed that this vitality that I experience from this lifestyle and consistently getting sleep, that I'm able to stretch myself a little bit without some major consequences. Because I know if I was living a different lifestyle and I, you know, tried to get like 3.5, 4 hours of sleep for 11 days straight, I'd be ruined, you know. And I'm not ruined. I just a little bit tired.
Yep, same here. I know, totally. I hear you. It helps us to be able to do this stuff. And honestly, I feel like I'm running on bundle energy, really.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. After this, it'll turn into straight hibernation. It'll be like, No, I actually have a lot of stuff to do this weekend too, but no, it's amazing. The energy is high flying and highfalutin within the bundle. So it's going to be a bit of a shift afterwards, and it'll be fun to carry what we've gained with this on throughout the weeks, months, and years, and spread it out into the summer and fall.
Yep, and then get started on next year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I think I'm gonna procrastinate a little bit less. I
Right.
don't want to procrastinate on procrastination or anything, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to use procrastination to our advantage and procrastinate on the things that we don't want to be doing.
Yeah.
That, like our bad habits. I hate saying bad habits, but like procrastinate on those.
Yeah.
Not the stuff we really should be doing.
Yeah, those broken habits that just don't quite serve us anymore. We can just procrastinate those right out of our life, and then we can add in all the good, right? Just like what movie was that? You ever see that movie? What was it? Turn down the suck. It's like, turn down the suck, turn up the good.
I don't remember, but I've heard that. Yeah.
It's a funny, weird cult classic Canadian movie from like 2000 or something. Can't remember what that's called. Maybe someone in chat remembers. Not that important.
Thank you, Chris, so much. I know we're busy and I've got a video that I need to finish editing. So thank you so much for spending this hour with me and for helping with the bundle. You are the bundle wouldn't exist if it wasn't.
We got each other. We got each other.
Yeah. We got each other's back.
Yeah.
And big thank you to every contributor who's been part of the bundle. If anyone's in here watching, we are so the bundle wouldn't be a bundle without contributions, right? So we've got 40.
Imagine how busy we'd be if we had to, put in 40 books between the two of us and really jump up and down about it. They'd be short books.
Yep, they would be short books, but they're not.
No.
Thank goodness, because we've got amazing contributors. And then finally, most importantly, thank you to everybody who's purchased the bundle. And even if you haven't purchased the bundle, thank you for spending time with us, connecting with us, and making compassionate choices. It's beautiful all around.
Yeah, absolutely. 110%. I agree. And I think that's just important to note too. You don't have to be a raw foodist. You don't have to be a vegan. You don't have to be a yogi. You don't have to be a philosopher to gain benefits from all these resources. And no matter where you're at, adding a little bit more freshness into your life and adding some new variety into your life is going to do a world of good. And that world of good is kind of a key central point, right? Every single bite we take of living plant foods is better for ourselves, better for the environment, better for the animals, and it just ripples out. And it's an easy way to bring more of that into your life is just grabbing the bundle and checking it out.
Yep. Great final words, Chris. You're awesome.
You too.
All right, so we'll see you live. We'll be live. We've got lots of lives going on, so you guys stay tuned, get the bundle, hang out with us, and
Hey, are you all right if I grab this and put it on my YouTubes?
Please do. Please do. I'm going to put it on mine too.
Wait, I'm going to put it up first. It's mine. No, I'm just joking.
Excellent.
All right, well, have an awesome night, Lissa. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Bye, Nate.